Justin Woolverton was working in Los Angeles as an attorney for Latham & Watkins. It's an American multinational law firm founded in 1934 in Los Angeles, California. Before becoming a lawyer, Woolverton attended the University of California and Columbia Law School. It was in 2011 when Justin Woolverton began experimenting with frozen Greek yogurt and fruit combination. At that time, Woolverton had no intention of starting a business. He just wanted to have a pint of ice cream and not feel terrible about it. Woolverton had begun making ice cream in his own kitchen with the goal of reducing his consumption of carbohydrates and refined sugars. He finally decided to spend and purchase an ice cream maker for $20. Justin Woolverton spent a year trying and testing various combinations of ingredients to create a long-term recipe for sustaining shipping throughout the supply chain. He visited the Dairy Innovation Institute of Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. He met and collaborated with experts to improve his products. The original Halo Top ice cream couldn't be shipped across the country. The researchers helped him with the formula's development, but it had become too thick. Ice cream makers attempted to tell Woolverton that his formula would not work in the ice cream manufacturing process. He ignored their advice and went out in search of an ice cream maker willing to try his recipe. The thick mixture began to follow throughout the aluminum manufacturing pipes, jamming the machine. Woolverton adjusted his recipe a little further before attempting it once more. In the end, he relied on industry leaders' expertise. At this point, what had started off as a simple kitchen recipe had grown into a well-thought-out formula that was ready to be sold. Woolverton realized that he needed a support with his new company, so he hired another lawyer. Doug Burton was named President and Chief Operating Officer (CEO) for Halo Top, while Justin Woolverton remained CEO. Initially, the two lawyers worked on Halo Top while still working full-time jobs. In 2013, they left their legal firm to focus completely on Halo Top. Halo Top failed to gain popularity in its first several years. Woolverton and Burton took out large personal loans to keep the company going. They were both heavily in debt due to education loans, and the startup company was struggling financially. Halo Top had raised $500,000 from family and friends by early in 2013. When a couple of Whole Foods locations decided to carry their ads in 2013, they made a tiny breakthrough. They had secured about $1 million from angel investors by the end of 2015. In the year 2016 was a turning point. As their financial situations improved, they began to use increasingly different techniques. They approached Instagram and YouTube influencers and also offered them to promote Halo Top. Mr. Woolverton came up with this fantastic plan. He engaged local college students to send Halo Top coupons to people with a large following on YouTube and Instagram who posted about health and fitness. That was a really big marketing strategy, he said. So Halo Top's sales skyrocketed when the tale went viral, and the company struggled to keep up with demand. Mr. Woolverton said for the first time, people were buying 3 or 4 or 5 pints at a time. It had become the first lifestyle ice cream that people could eat daily. Woolverton's sweet taste is well known for being a low-calorie ice cream substitute. Halo Top has 240 to 360 calories per pint and at least 200 grams of protein. Halo Top's success has encouraged the establishment of a bunch of new low-calorie ice cream companies like Praise Delight from Unilever, Ben & Jerry's Moveria brand from Ben & Jerry's, and the UK startup Obo are among them. In every store across the United States, Halo Top became the most popular ice cream pint. Now Halo Top Creamery has grown into a $2 billion company with a product sold in the US, Australia, Mexico, Canada, Ireland, New Zealand, the Netherlands, Germany, and the United Kingdom. In Australia alone, the company made a remarkable $17.6 million in 2018. It's no surprise that Australians are the world's second largest ice cream eaters per capita, after only the United States. Woolverton's journey, like many others in the business, is full of challenges and setbacks. He may no longer be involved in the day-to-day operations, but in less than a decade, he built a company that earns hundreds of millions of dollars in profits every year.